Hello everyone and welcome to Stan the Wine Man TV. I'm your host Stan Rattan, Stan the Wine Man, and this is the Blue Collar Wine Show, where my goal is to help you spend your wine dollars wisely. We only have so much money, right? We want to spend it on a good bottle of wine. And with the weather getting better, it's a beautiful day today. Beautiful day. I've been out mowing the lawn. Took a quick break to do this video on wines that go good with the grill. Hey, we're going to be barbecuing. Probably going to be out there cooking hamburgers, hot dogs. You know, you can do a lot of things. Ribs, whatever it is. And when we cook those types of food, we want a wine that goes well with those things. So what are you looking for? What kind of wine would you choose to drink with grilled meats? Well, I have 4 wines here that I thought would be excellent with grilled food. First of all, we're going to start out with a Sangiovese. Sangiovese is nice because it's a little lighter in style, not a heavy wine. Usually, never know these days, with Parker pushing up the alcohol levels, whether or not they're going to be lower in alcohol. But Sangiovese is a lighter wine. This Sangiovese hails from Abruzzo, Italy. It's called Mona Sangiovese Terra di Chieti 2012. And this rolls in at $12. So, you know, $12 wine, you know, you're out barbecuing, you don't feel bad about spending $12 for a bottle of red. Go with your hamburgers, go with your hot dogs, whatever you're cooking out there. Let's see what we get on the nose. So a little blackberry, raspberry thing going on, a little black raspberry like this. Now we're mostly in Italy, we're used to Sangiovese coming from, well, it comes from Tuscany. Abruzzo is more, let's see, from Tuscany, a little bit east, south. So a little bit different area, but they grow a lot of Sangiovese. Of course, you know, Sangiovese is grown all over Italy, as we know. A little grapey on the nose. A little bit of crushed rock underneath all that dark fruit. I'm getting a little interesting spice action going on. But yeah, mostly blackberry, black raspberry. Let's see what we get on the palate. Interesting on the palate. It gets the fruit gets really bright compared to the nose. I get some violets, definitely crushed rock, definitely blackberry notes come through, and it's more on the cherry currant side to me than black raspberry. I'm not getting the raspberry as much on the palate as I did on the nose. You know what I like about this wine? It has good acidity. Whenever you're cooking, excuse me, that's the trouble with the shooting at home. You have animals that need to get out the front door. It has good acidity on it, which I like. If you're cooking, you know, you're having hamburgers, you're having hot dogs, you're having ribs, you want wine with a little acid on it because that matches up to the food, especially food with barbecue sauce. This would be great with barbecue chicken. I can see that all day. And really nice fruit notes. I mean, I get the crushed rock, I get the violets, I get all that, but there's a nice, like I said, more of a cherry currant, blackberry thing going on. I like this wine. Even, dare I say, I get a little touch of blue fruit on this thing, which is interesting. There's a little, almost a leather component, but not a lot. More of the red flower thing going on. This is a beauty. I mean, you know, for 12 bucks, I mean, come on. It's a good bottle of wine. I mean, I could, like I said, hamburgers, blue cheese hamburgers, barbecue chicken. It's light enough. I wonder what the alcohol content is. I don't like to get hung up on alcohol, but sometimes, yeah, 13, not bad. Not too shabby. I'm going to go B+ on that wine. I like it. I think it's a great bottle of wine. Mona Sangiovese. One more look at the label. B+, 12 bucks. See that? Nice bottle of wine. Great barbecue wine. I can see that all day. Next one, we're going to move on to a Bordolino. Now, some of the, you know, I totally get it. This is from Italy also, but this is from northern Italy, Veneto, where they make the famous Amaronis. This actually is made from the same grape as Amarone, Corvina. This one also has a little bit of Rodinella in it. Don't get hung up on those grapes. Whew. That's nerding it out, baby. So, Bordolino has to be 30 to 60% Corvina, which is what they make Amarone out of. Of course, when they make Amarone, they dry the grapes and get them all dried and raisiny, and then they press them, making an entirely different wine. So, but this is made from the same grape as that. From Veneto, Italy, it rolls in at $15. It is Corte Gardoni La Fontaine Bordolino 2012. $15. You know, if you're barbecuing, you're doing some seriously good barbecue, you know, you get 15 bucks isn't bad if you're having a couple of good friends over. You want to splurge a little bit. Let's see what we get on the nose. Now this is this goes into the stink factor. In fact, on my my blog, StanTheWineman.com, I'm going to I have this little section called Words of Winedom. I'm going to talk about stinky a little bit. Because, you know, sometimes we say that and people go, what is stinky? You know, because some people think blue cheese is stinky. I don't. You know, so what are we talking about when we get a little bit of like green bell pepper, celery, tomato stem thing going on? Definitely, you know, like a gravelly, crushed rock thing. Little red flowers, little earthiness to this, like bark and dirt sort of thing going on. This is all about old world, baby. This is it. So when you're doing, you know, you're doing burgers, you're doing, you know, some of that, you know, barbecued ribs. So, you know, old world works really nice. It can. Let's see what we get on the palate. Again, good acid, good matchup with food. I get like a little cranberry, red cherry thing going on. Red flowers all day. A little bit of tiny bit of tomato stem, white pepper. I'm telling you, barbecued chicken, baby, barbecued ribs, this would work nicely. And it, you know, it's not heavy. It's not a heavy red. It's not big jammy. You can sit out and drink this baby. You might even chill it just a little bit. It's nice and light, but it's got a little bit of that minerality going on. Oh, baby. Little kickback. No, you know, this needs food. It needs grilled meat. I could drink it by itself because I'm a little bit nerdy that way. I mean, I do like, you know, little higher acid wines. It's not super acidic. It's good balance. Nice and light, but excellent flavor. Excellent balance. Good minerality. Cherry, red cherries, cranberry, red flowers. A little bit of forest floor, but not a lot. Yeah, 15 bucks. Great barbecue wine. Great barbecue wine. I'm going B plus, A minus on that one. It's got a lot going on. I like it a lot. Excellent job. Now we're going to move on in a different direction. Still sticking Old World. We're going with Spain now. This is the Laya Red. This has gotten a lot of big ups from, you know, Parker, other wine critics. Stephen Tanzer really likes this. And I always believe that Grenache is a great matchup with barbecue. This one has a little bit of Monastrell. This is actually 70% Garnacha Tintoria and 30% Monastrell or Mourvedre, as most of us are familiar with. This is 10 bucks. And I am just blown away by the value of the wines coming out of Spain at that price. This is by Atalaya. They do a higher end wine. They call this a Leia. This is from Almanza, Spain. And like I said, 10 bucks. You probably see this label all over the place. It is distributed by Elliott Bay in Seattle. If you're up in the Pacific Northwest, they import a lot of great Italian wines. They work closely with Jorge Ordonez, famous Spanish importer. And you know, I just think Grenache is a great barbecue wine. A little lighter, you know, not super heavy, but let's see what we get on the nose with this one. God, just dark fruit. I get a little like, you know, like pulp, like wood pulp. Reminds me of when I went by the pulp mill, the smell. Big time blackberries, dark cherries, little crushed rock underneath. But yeah, I'm getting that really pulpy, like wood pulpy thing going on. Really nice aromas coming out of this one. I like it a lot. I could smell this one for a while. A little bit of currants, a little bit of earth, a lot of beauty bark. I think that's that pulpiness, kind of that, you know, wood pulp coming out of the beauty bark thing going on. Let's see what we get on the palate. Again, good acid. Nice acidity on this one. A little bit on the darker fruit side than the other two, but still not heavy. It's not jammy, not overpowering. Good finesse. It would match up nicely with a lot of foods. Got good blackberry notes. Even a hint of like, there's like these blackberry, blueberry, strawberry notes. It's like a really nice medley potpourri of these really good flavors. A little bit of a minerality on the back end, which I really like, making it a nice match for food. This would be closer to a cocktail wine, like if you're a barbecue and you could actually drink it. A lot of you could. I could drink all of them. I could. But for some of you, this might be one that you could actually sip on while you're barbecuing your burgers, doing your ribs, whatever you're doing out there. Little leather action. Some of that bark comes through on the backside, but it's not heavy. It's not a heavy wine. Good finesse, good weight, good balance, good acidity. I'm liking this wine. I'm going to go B plus on this one also. B plus, A minus. I think it's right in there, $10 for the price. It's a good bottle of wine. Do not shy away from it. Leia from Almanza, Old Vines, Garnacha Tintoria, and Monastrell or Mourvedre. Excellent wine. $10. Let's move on to the next one. Now we're going to New World. First New World wine of this episode. And when I think barbecue, I always think of Zinfandel. I'm a big Zin fan. I love it. But if you're gonna do Zin for barbecue on a hot summer day, don't go. Well, you can do whatever you want. But I would suggest staying away from Lodi, Paso Robles. You know, they're big. Those are big boys. Those are high in alcohol in most cases. This one's from Alexander Valley, part of the larger Sonoma appellation, and they tend to be a little bit more restrained than the ones from Lodi or Amador County or Paso Robles. 2011 Alexander Valley Vineyards Zinfandel. It's called Sinzin. And maybe you've seen this label. It's a pretty famous label. It also rolls in at $15, which, you know, for a Zinfandel is pretty average price. Let's see what we get on the nose. Some currants, dark cherries. Get a little bark on this one also. A little black licorice coming through. Even get a little like bittersweet chocolate tones. Let's see what we get on the palate. Whoops. Again, this is why it's good to stick like Alexander Valley, Sonoma. The Zins are much more restrained, but still show that this has white pepper, it has currants, it has licorice, it has bittersweet chocolate. I have the spicy white pepper hanging on, but still good acidity. Nice kind of a brightness, a beam of brightness that comes right through the wine, which, you know, you want when you're doing barbecue. You want that, because barbecue, you know, it's a little charred, sometimes using, you know, barbecue spices. Some cherry notes, but good balance. This doesn't get over the top, jammy, big, ripe Zin. It shows that nice balance. It comes from Sonoma, there's Alexander Valley, and that white pepper, perfect for those foods that you barbecue with. I'm gonna go A- on that one. I think it's a very good Zin. I think, you know, $15 is a fair price for this Zin. I love the white pepper on the backside. I like the restraint this one has. I really do. You can tell it's a Zin, but at the same time, you can tell it's not from Paso Robles. You can tell it's not from Amador County. You can tell it's not from one of those big Zinfandel producing areas. Lodi, that's what I meant. So, excellent job. All of these would make excellent barbecue wines. You know, I'm looking forward to a great summer. I'm looking forward to using some of these wines at my barbecues, pouring them, enjoying them with the food. Again, I hope you have a great weekend. Memorial Day is coming up soon. It's right around the corner. And thanks for watching. Cheers. And here's to keeping the snob out of wine.